Hi, welcome to Write Like the Masters. This is a writing workshop, experimental writing workshop, which I'm going to do here. I'm trying to teach myself how to write, and I'm hoping we can just learn together. So, three parts to this. Firstly, I'm going to give myself and you a short piece of text. It'll be different kinds of things from different writers. We'll analyze the text together. That's part two. And then part three, a writing exercise inspired by the writer. So let's go. So the first story is called Monologue of Isabel Watching It Rain in Macondo by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. It's from this lovely book, a lovely version of the book. I'm going to pop the text on the screen as I read it aloud to you. Try to follow along. I'll give you a little bit of an introduction to the story, but I really recommend you read it yourself because it's so beautiful. It starts at a church, kind of this torrential rainfall is beginning as people leave the church on a Sunday. And at first, people are kind of, they think the rain is going to be a good omen for the weather to come. Then you kind of realize through the lives of this family that it keeps raining and it keeps raining and it keeps raining, and that's the whole story. It just keeps raining and they have to live in this like never-ending rainfall, and it really starts to distort their sense of time and their sense of how they experience their senses, so their sense of smell and their touch and texture and sound as well. So Marquez plays with all of these things really throughout the whole story. And I'll give you a taste of it now. Winter fell one Sunday when people were coming out of church. Saturday night had been suffocating, but even on Sunday morning, nobody thought it would rain. After Mass, before we women had time to find the catches on our parasols, a thick, dark wind blew, which with one broad, round swirl swept away the dust and hard tinder of May. Someone next to me said, "It's a water wind," and I knew it even before then. From the moment we came out onto the church steps, I felt shaken by a slimy feeling in my stomach. The men ran to the nearby houses with one hand on their hats and a handkerchief in the other, protecting themselves against the wind and the dust storm. Then it rained, and the sky was a grey, jellyish substance that flapped its wings a hand away from our heads. It's a beautiful piece of writing. Like I said, go ahead and read the whole story if you like. Just pause the video or do it in your own time. And I'll give you a writing exercise now. So, based on this one, we're going to start and end on an event. So this one starts at a church. People are leaving Sunday Mass. So you can start at any event that's happening, a party or a wedding or like a school assembly, and make up a character. And then another rule is you're gonna have at least one weather event happening. It can be anything. It can be a flood. It can be just a dry spell. It can be a nice, pleasant day of ordinary weather. Whatever you like. The only rule is that you're not allowed to use any sound, smell, or touch description. You have to use just a lot of colors. So whatever you want to describe, do it with color. And you have 5 minutes starting now. And I'm going to write with you. that was great. I don't know what you came up with. Feel free to share it with everybody in the comments below if you don't mind sharing. Um, I can read you mine. It's not good. It's just the nonsense that comes out in 5 minutes. But we can talk about how using color can really shift how an event is experienced. Friday night, the jazz club holds a band from out of town. Effie listens to them turning the air blue, red, ochre with their instruments. She closes her eyes to hear better, and the palette grows richer. Deep maroons whiz past her. They turn into a dust storm of mustard, congeal into chlorophyll, and then it's springtime. The music transports her to another world, with cabarets and gentlemen in suits. And then a note gone wrong, a sudden clash of noise. Effie opens her eyes, and there he is, a boy called Friday, looking like a hot mess, on the stage in front of her. Yeah, that was mine. But yeah, you can see, that she hears the music and sees color, and that synesthesia, that messing around with the senses, just already makes it so much more poetic than saying she hears the trumpets and she hears the saxophone, and you just kind of get a rich feeling of what the music is like, and you don't have to know anything about music, so you just kind of need to know some color names and feel what she might be feeling in that moment. Let me know what you wrote. Feel free to post it in the comments below, and I hope that this was good for you. I hope it worked. Thanks again, and come back to the rest of my videos.